What if Naruto had the Rinnegan, Part 3? Team 7, along with Tazuna, set off from the village gates, with the three Genin talking amongst themselves about what this mission may involve further down the line. After a while, Naruto, with his Rinnegan, picks up two clear chakra signatures coming from a puddle, and looks at Kakashi, who clearly noticed the same thing. All of a sudden, the two, quote, legendary Chunin jump from the puddle going straight towards Tazuna. Sasuke knocks one of them out after a short taijutsu battle, while Naruto takes the other out by simply raising his hand and using Almighty Push, flinging the ninja through several trees. Sasuke and Sakura look at Naruto stunned, as they haven't seen Naruto do this ever before, but Kakashi isn't really fazed, as he was there when Naruto discovered it. Kakashi starts interrogating the Demon Brothers, and they find out that they weren't the only two ninjas hired, and there was two more dangerous ninja further down the road. The reason they are so forthcoming with this information is they are terrified of what Naruto could potentially do to them with those eyes. With this information, Kakashi asks Tazuna why he lied to them about the severity of the mission, and gets the usual story of him not having enough money. They decide to carry on regardless and go further. They all get on the boat, with Tazuna telling them the story of what had happened since Gato took over, and the reason why the bridge needed to be completed. Naruto tells Tazuna that their land will be free from Gato. No one should be made to suffer like they have. Kakashi looks at Naruto, proud of his student's resolve and his mindset. Tazuna thanks Team 7 for helping him, and after a while they get to the docks and get off the boat. While walking towards Tazuna's house, a thick mist falls over the group, and Naruto grabs Sakura and Tazuna and shouts for everyone to hit the deck. With his Rinnegan, he could see the blade fly towards them and stick in the tree, after nearly taking their heads off. They look up, and the demon of the mist, Zabuza, was standing on the hilt of the blade. He tells Team 7 to hand over the bridge builder or die. But then Kakashi lifts his headband, revealing his Sharingan to Team 7. Zabuza immediately sees Kakashi as the biggest threat, but knows that the kid with the Rinnegan may be a big problem further down the line. So he and Kakashi have their usual fight, with Kakashi getting caught in the water prison jutsu, and Zabuza sends a fairly powerful water clone to go after Naruto. But Zabuza is shocked to see that his water clone gets destroyed straight away by Naruto, who had just used Almighty Push. And even more shocking is Naruto had copied Zabuza's water clone jutsu, and a water clone was now flying straight towards Zabuza. He dodges the clone, but the clone used a weaker Almighty Push on Zabuza, knocking him off balance, ready to get hit by Sasuke's Fireball Jutsu, which is on a direct course to Zabuza's chest. Zabuza has no choice but to pull his arm out of the prison and go after the brats himself. He flings his blade with more force, sending it spiralling towards Naruto, who has an idea. He ducks the blade and outstretches his hand and pulls in his mind instead of pushing, which yanks the blade back towards him. He ducks once more and the blade goes straight through Zabuza's chest, killing him on the spot as he wasn't expecting that. Haku jumps out of the woods straight away, grabs Zabuza's body and gets away as fast as possible, trying to save his master's life. Little did he know that he had already left this world. All of Team 7 and Tazuna are amazed at what Naruto just did, but Naruto collapsed to the floor due to chakra exhaustion, which is to be expected really after using Almighty Push and Universal Pull which he had literally only just figured out. Naruto wakes up the next day to sounds of someone hitting the floor and the delicious scent of ramen coming from the kitchen. He gets up and heads outside to see what all the noise was, and is met by Kakashi, who tells him that they're doing the tree walking exercise, and he lets Naruto know how to do it. The sound from before was Sasuke trying and hitting the floor after failing. Naruto gives it a try and gets halfway up the tree at a sprint, but then comes tumbling down. He tries again, but this time walks with his eyes closed, focusing on his feet. He walks straight up the tree and stands firm at the top. Sasuke then gets a lot more motivated and gets to the top of the tree a lot faster than he did in the original. This impresses Kakashi and thinks that if Naruto didn't have the Rinnegan, Sasuke probably would have done it a lot faster than Naruto did. He then decides to teach them some actual jutsu, as he wasn't nearly as drained as the original, and they finished the exercise a lot faster than he thought they would have. He teaches Sakura the demonic illusion hell viewing technique, telling her that even though it's a low-level jutsu, in the right moment and used correctly, it could be incredibly useful. If even used correctly, she could potentially make her enemies fight each other. He then teaches Sasuke the lightning clone jutsu, after checking his chakra nature and finding out that he not only has fire, but also lightning chakra natures. He teaches Naruto the shadow clone jutsu, and isn't surprised that Naruto picks it up after seeing it only once. But Naruto is stunned as he can see through his shadow clone's eyes, in the same way that Nagato could see through the paths of pain. In order to get used to it, he makes 10 shadow clones, which that alone impresses Kakashi. But after Naruto tells him that he can see everything at once, Kakashi laughs and says that Naruto truly is one in a million, and that he is incredibly pleased to have them all as students. They all have a little bit of a chuckle, but Kakashi gets serious and tells him that the person who took Zabuza's body will probably come back looking for revenge. The next morning, Naruto and the rest of Team 7 head to the bridge to oversee Tazuna and make sure nothing bad happens. Naruto makes 4 shadow clones, and they each stand at a corner of the bridge, giving him a complete view of the bridge. After one of the clones sees a Senbon fly towards the group, the real Naruto throws a kunai, knocking it out of the air and alerting everyone that Haku has arrived to get his revenge. Let me know how you feel about this part and this series as a whole. Subscribe and share if you want. And to all the people who have subscribed, thank you very much. You don't know how much I appreciate it. And I'm glad that you enjoy the videos, and I hope you continue to enjoy the videos. And if you have any thoughts or ideas, please put them in the comments. I am forever curious. And with that, I'll see you all later. Bye.